be careful with that. You know how Santa gets right before Christmas. Everything's a rush. Oh, hello. And who do we have here? I see. You're right on time, aren't you? Right, well, nice to meet you. I'm Mrs. Claus. Well, it is imperative that we gather the information we need about you to find out if truly you are on my husband's naughty or nice list. Yes, this is Santa as you see him, but of course I see him as being quite a dish. Oh, really? What's that, dear? Speak up. Oh, did you really think I would be so old? Well, of course I am, but you can almost see I'm aging backwards here. Well, with all the magic Santa has, do you really think he'd want an old biddy as his wife? Precisely. Some people have told me I look quite fresh for my age, but I assure you I'm quite old. Well, how old is your grandmother? And has she heard about Santa Claus? Since she was a little girl, well, I'm quite older than that, you can imagine. Yes, well, that's just the way it goes, isn't it? We have the magic of the North Pole on our side here. Yes. Oh, come now, hush. Has Prancer given you some hot cocoa? We usually reserve that for after we found out if you're on the naughty or nice list, but I suppose a little kindness around the holidays can't hurt. Well, I have here in my handy-dandy Christmas device, some people call it a cellular phone. I just call it my, what's it called? Oh, I forget. But anyway, so this is quite serious. I've heard that you're on the undecided list, which is decidedly worse than the naughty list, if you will, because, you know, there's nothing worse than not finding your way in life, whether you're naughty or nice. It's better to choose, I find. So, although Santa is quite nice to everyone, naughty, nice, you know, sometimes Santa tells me I'm quite naughty, but that's not for your age, dear. Oh, I know, but everyone looks quite young to me. So, here we are. I have you on the list here. Could you please confirm your first name for me? I see. Oh, you are here. Great. Right, well, I heard that you are quite a fan of answering questions. See how I know you, dear? Well, you can say that with all the magic of Christmas. Santa should know whether you've been naughty or nice, but as I said, you're quite undecided, so we are going to decide today. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Mostly, they're just simple yes or no, but there might be a few zingers in there, who knows. However, I'm going to ask you precisely 50. I will not say the numbers out loud, but I assure you, once the 50th question has been asked, we will have determined whether you're naughty or nice, all right? Precisely, darling, all right. Oh, well, you know, let's just begin, shall we? I think I'm giving away too many of my secrets. Alrighty. Dear, question 1. Have you consistently followed the golden rule of treating others how you want to be treated throughout the year? Yes or no, dear? Oh, okay. Next, how often do you engage in acts of kindness, such as helping someone in need or donating to charity? You can just give me a number. How often? Okay. All right. Next, have you been honest even when it was challenging throughout the past year? All right. Next, how would you rate rate your level of patience and understanding in various situations. 10 being you're not very patient. 1 meaning you are. On a scale of 1 to 10, yes. Did I not say that? Gosh, Mrs. Claus is just losing it. Sorry. Okay, dear. Next. Have you diligently completed your responsibilities, whether at work, school, or home? Yes or no? Okay. Next, do you actively participate in community or volunteer activities to give back to others? Undecided there, eh? Maybe not. Alright, next. Have you kept your promises and fulfilled commitments to friends, family, and colleagues? I know it can be a little bit eager to, cancel on last-minute plans, but hopefully you've given some warning there, dear. Alright. Next. How well have you managed your temper or frustrations during moments of stress? 10 being not very well, and 1 being you've managed. I see. Oh, we're quite busy here at the North Pole. Forgive the chatter, dear, but focus on me, okay? Thank you. Next, have you shown appreciation and gratitude to those who have helped or supported you? A simple thank you goes a long way, but some forget that, Yes. I see. Next, reflecting on the past year, do you feel your overall actions and choices align more with being naughty or being nice? You must choose. Which one would you say? Of course you would say that. Okay, that's not a trick question, dear. We genuinely want to know. Yes, all right. Next, have you apologized when you were wrong or made amends for any mistakes you've made? I see. Okay. Next question, dear. How often do you share with others, whether it's your time, possession, or knowledge? It's okay if you're not quite knowledgeable, dear. Just how often? Yes, do you share often enough? All right. Okay. Next question. Have you respected the feelings and boundaries of those around you? This one's quite important. All right, yes. Good. Okay. How well would you say you've controlled impulses, avoiding impulsive or reckless behavior? Very well or not well? All right. Next, have you actively worked to improve yourself, such as learning from your experiences? Yes? I see. All right, dear. Lovely. Next, do you engage in gossip or speak ill of others behind their backs? Hey, you gossip queen, happens to the best of us, dear. Even at the North Pole, we gossip a little bit. Not good old Saint Nick, though. He's a saint for a reason, and I'm not, so, Okay, next. Have you resolved conflicts with others in a constructive and respectful manner? Great. Lovely to hear. Next, how often do you express gratitude and thankfulness in your daily life? You could just tell me. How often? Okay. Yeah, okay. Nice. Next, have you been responsible with your environmental impact and made efforts to reduce waste or... I see. Yeah. Well, you can always try for next year, I suppose. Okay. Next, do you go out of your way to make newcomers or strangers feel welcome and included? A bit of an introvert, I see. Well, nothing naughty about that. Alrighty. Next, have you supported supported friends or family members achieving their goals or overcoming challenges? How would you rate your level of generosity during gift-giving occasions? 10 being very generous, 1 being you're a cheapskate. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. No one can be like Saint Nick though, can they? Alright, next. Have you respected the privacy and personal boundaries of those around you? You're not going snooping around, are you? It's very important. Alright. Next, how often do you actively listen to others rather than just waiting for your turn to speak? This is a good one. Yes, okay. Alright. Yeah, you can just answer that, yes. Good, okay. Have you refrained from engaging in harmful rumor spreading? No one likes a tattletale, dear. Have you? Yes or no? Okay. How well do you handle disappointment or setbacks without blaming others? Very well, not so well, terribly. Okay. Next, have you contributed positively to your work, place, environment, or school if you're quite young and you're still there? Okay, all right. Do you actively seek opportunities to be of service to others without expecting anything in return? What's that? Yes, okay. Are you sure? You hesitated. All right. Next, how often do you practice gratitude for the simple things in life? All right, I see. Pretty often, you said. Okay. Next, have you been patient and understanding with family and friends, particularly this holiday season when everyone's got their, panties in a bunch? Okay. Next, how would you describe your level of empathy towards others' feelings and experiences on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being highly empathetic, 1 being not so much? At least you've got that going for you, okay, dear? Alright. Next, have you resisted the temptation to engage in harmful habits or behaviors? Alright. Do you make an effort to include those who might feel left out or overlooked? Okay. Next, how well have you handled stress and pressure without taking it out on others? You could do on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being not so well, 1 being quite well. Okay. Have you been mindful of your words and avoided saying hurtful things in the heat of the moment? Have you, yes or no? Alright, yes, you can try, yes. How often do you share positive and uplifting content on social media platforms? 1, not often. 2, quite often. 3, very often. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Next, have you taken steps to educate yourself about diverse perspectives and cultures? Yes. All right. Okay. Watching 90 Day Fiancé, it does count. Yes, it does, dear. All right, lucky you. Next, how consistently have you prioritized self-care and your well-being throughout the year? Well, I hope you're not talking negatively to yourself. How often, yet consistent, would you say? Just give me a number. Oh, alright, okay. Next, have you ever taken the blame for someone else passing gas because you felt too embarrassed for them? Yes, dear, this will give you quite a lot of points. Alright, yes, okay. Next question, dear. How well have you managed your time and fulfilled your commitments to others? Have you made time for others, would you say? Well, not well. Yeah, okay. Do you actively seek opportunities for self-improvement? Because no one's perfect. Yes, okay, right. Do you? Yes, okay. Have you supported local businesses or charities in your community? Okay. Next, were you able to handle conflict without compromise and with a lot of understanding? Yes. Yeah, yes, okay, yes. Next, have you avoided participating in activities that could harm yourself or others? That doesn't count, no. Okay, yes. Next, on a scale of 1 to 10, how often do you express appreciation for the efforts of those around you? 10, very often. 1, zilch. Okay. Have you been responsible with your financial resources, avoiding any unnecessary debts? It's quite important, yes, alright. On a scale of 1 to 10, how often do you handle criticism or feedback without becoming defensive? 10, very well. 1, very defensive. As what? You're a little sensitive. That's alright. That's okay. Do you actively practice meditation or start your day with a positive mindset? Yes, okay. Okay. Have you consistently upheld your personal values and principles? What's that, dear? Yes. Oh, okay. All right. And finally, the 50th question. Reflecting on your behavior throughout the year, both good and bad, do you genuinely believe you belong on Santa's nice list? It's a yes or no, dear. No need to explain. Okay. Alright. Let's email this to Santa, good old Saint Nick, and he will do the final confirmations, but a lot of people won't tell you, but Mrs. Claus always has the final say. Behind every man is a, it's a woman, actually. It's me. It's Mrs. Claus. Yes, well, between you and I, you look like a pretty trustworthy person. I believed you, and I will say, for this year, don't be surprised if you get what you've been looking for under the Christmas tree from good old Santa Claus. Saint Nick, Babbo Natale, Babbo Gijo, the old, yes, yes, precisely. All right. Well, Feliz Navidad and all that good stuff, but you're gonna have to see your way to the door. You don't remember doing this last year? Of course you don't. Oh gosh, I sprinkled you with a little bit of dust. Okay, well, you'll wake up in your bed and probably forget this conversation by next year. It's really good seeing you, dear. You do look quite well. dreams and silent nights and holy nights, and all is calm and all is bright when you wake up in the morning and see your presents and such. And yes, well, I wish you a Merry Christmas season and happy holidays and all that jazz, all right? Okay, well, mind the reindeer droppings on your way out, darling, and I'll see ya when I do, although you will not remember this. All right, well, good night, sweet dreams, and thank you for answering Santa's burning questions. Okay, toodaloo. Bye-bye.